Hello everybody and welcome to our very first Garbage Guts unboxing video. My name is Lockie and I've never opened up a Garbage Guts before. I've never even seen one. So if you've never seen one either, let's take this journey together. And if you have been lucky enough to see one of these guys, well, you know what an adventure we're in for. I'm very lucky that I have a whole box of them here. It says there's 8 to collect, there's 8 in here, so I would say there's a good chance we're going to see all of them. But before we even get to these cool looking dumpster style boxes, let's just look at this. This alone is pretty cool. Look at the great artwork we've got here of the characters. And it says here next to this vomiting milk guy, will your garbage guts barf up the golden trash can? I certainly hope so. If we turn to the side, we can see the whole range of the guys here. Let's have a little look. We've got Pete Pie, Nacho Nigel, Steak Jake, Burger Brian, Spaghetti Eddie, he looks pretty cool, Chester Cheese, Rotten Greg, and Milk Carton Martin. We'll have a closer look at these guys as we open each one up. The back, we just got some cool graffiti there. Loving the colors on this box. Really cool color scheme. But let's take a look at the individual packs now of our Garbage Guts. As I said before, these come in their own little dumpsters. I'm guessing because they are Garbage Guts and they're garbage. Garbage lives in dumpsters. Garbage lives in trash cans. Garbage lives in bins. So it's very appropriate that these guys are inside their own little dumpster here. A slightly different color scheme than what's on the bigger box here. We've got more of the green and purple here. And we've got a bit of information on the sides and the front, so let's take a look at that. So we can see on the front that on the inside we're going to have one Garbage Guts figure with bath bomb and mini accessory. We've got one squirt bottle and one squeezy guts. This sounds gross, but also very fun. Will your Garbage Guts bath up the golden trash can? On the side, we've got more of these fun little characters here and just a bit of information on the back there. But let's do what we all came here to see and open up our very first Garbage Guts. So the good folks at Head Start have very kindly given us a little perforated tab at the top there to try and make it easier to open up the plastic, and that looks like it works. Let's dig in. Alright, so the plastic is off. We can have a better look at our Garbage Guts dumpster here. We can see there's the Garbage Guts logo on the front, which is pretty cool. Little bits of slime that look like they're dripping out the top of the bin. I'm guessing because they're so gross. Let's open this up and meet whichever Garbage Guts awaits us on the inside. Oh, okay, this is pretty cool. So we've got like a little grating there, I suppose, and inside we've got actual garbage bags. That is really cool. So there's our first one. That's a few different shapes we've got here. That's our first garbage bag. There's our second one. And then we've got one more here. So there were 3 garbage bags inside of our dumpster, and it looks like there is also instructions on the inside. So let's start by reading the instructions first. Seems like the sensible thing to do. Okay. Ooh. So this also looks like a bit of a collector's guide on this side. And we've got the instructions on this side. Before we dig into this guy, let's meet the crew, shall we? We've got Spaghetti Eddie, Nacho Nigel, Milk Carton Martin, he looks pretty cool, Burger Brian, Steak Jake, Pete Pie, Rotten Greg, and Chester Cheese. So a very cool range of little gross looking garbage monsters there. Garbage Guts, I should say. Alright, so flipping over and looking on the other side, it looks like we do have some instructions there. They look like they're more for once we've opened everything up. So let's open it all up first, then refer back to this afterwards. Now, just looking at the size difference of these here, I feel like this one's going to be the main event. So let's have a look inside this garbage bag and see who we've got. So we've got this kind of string tying the bag together, so we just need to take that off. Alright, are we ready to see who is in here? Who have we got? Oh, yes! Alright, so we saw this guy just a moment ago in the collector's guide. This guy is Rotten Greg. Let's take him out of the plastic and have a better look at him. So taking a closer look at Rotten Greg, we can see that he's got little chicken feet poking out and a little eye. He's been rejected, the poor fella. and he feels really, really squishy and kind of gross. We've got his little chicken wing coming out the side there. So Greg looks like he might be such a rotten egg that he was almost a chicken. That is kind of gross when you think about it. Looking at the back here, I think that's a little bit of yolk, and I think we've got his tongue poking out here. So that's Rotten Greg so far, but we can see he's got something wrapped up in his mouth here. Let's take a little look at that, because he's very stretchy, so I think you can just kind of pop it out like that. Looks like I'm being really brutal on him, but I think they're supposed to do that. Oh, there he is. He's all hollow now. So on the front of the packaging, it said that each Garbage Guts comes with a bath bomb. And I'm going to say that this thing here is the bath bomb. So let's open that up and have a look at it. So here is our bath bomb now, right out of the bag there. It looks very appropriate because it's actually kind of yolk coloured. That it would go with Rotten Greg. So now that that's unwrapped, I think we can pop that back in Greg's mouth. Let's try this. Alright, so we've got the bath bomb inside Rotten Greg now. He really does look like an egg now with his yolk in there. Let's pop him aside for one moment and have a look at what else came with our Garbage Guts. We'll open this little bag now. Okay, so I've just taken the string off this little bag here. Let's see what comes in here. It's like a little squeezy mustard bottle. No, actually, it says hot sauce. It's a hot sauce bottle. Perhaps it's yellow to coordinate with Rotten Greg's colour scheme. A nice gross yolk colour. Oh, Rotten Greg, what will you do next? All right, so far we have Rotten Greg. We've got his little squeezy hot sauce bottle, but there's still one more garbage bag to unwrap. So let's take a look at this one and find out what's inside. All right, so the tie is off. Let's have a little look. Whoa, all right. Oh, this is almost too pretty for a Garbage Guts. We've got a little sparkly, squishy ball, I guess. Let's take another look at that in just a moment, because I have a feeling, I don't know if I've raced ahead, but I think we need to look at the instructions now and find out what's next. All right, so let's have a look at our instructions and see what it is we need to do. So looking at the first step here, we've got open garbage bin lid and place Garbage Guts on grate. Feed me, watch me bath. All right, so, yeah, that's right, because there was the little grate part of the lid here. So let's get that sorted. Rotten Greg's on top. So we've got Rotten Greg on his grate there. Let's see what's next. Step 2 is pour water in the top of my head and watch me bath. Okay. So that's what our hot sauce bottle is for. We've got to put water in that, and that will activate Rotten Greg's bath bomb in there. All right, so I think I've got to go fill this thing up with water, and we're going to make Rotten Greg bath. Get ready, I don't feel so good. Okay, so I filled up the hot sauce bottle with water, and whilst I was doing that, I noticed these cool little details on the bottle, which I didn't see before. There's a little spider insect on the back of the bottle there, and once again, like the bin itself, we've got the little goo dripping out of there just to make it that little bit grosser. I've also lowered the camera a little bit so you can have a better look at Rotten Greg as he baths his guts out. Are we ready? Let's do this. So referring back to our instructions, we can see we need to drip the sauce bottle in the top of Rotten Greg's head to make him bath, and then he baths into the little grates here into the bin. So if we look on the top of him, there's just that little hole there. Don't know if you can see that. And we'll drip the water into that, and that's going to make him bath. And according to the instructions, we have a chance at finding the golden trash can in Rotten Greg's bath. So we might have to dig through his bath. I don't know how chunky it's going to be, but let's have a little look and see what happens. Are you ready, Rotten Greg? Yes, I am. Then let's do this. In goes the hot sauce into Rotten Greg's head. Oh, we can already see. He's got his guts pouring out there. Oh, he's just dissolving there. You might find that you need to refill the sauce bottle a few times. So if you just kind of have a glass of water handy, you can just use it to refill your bottle. Oh, look at that. He's just bubbling. He's got a bubble coming out of his head. Did you see that? Alright, so Rotten Greg has just about barfed up all the food in his tum-tum. We can see that the bath bomb is kind of broken down a bit. It looks like it does say in the instructions that you might need to just sort of rinse the last part of it out there, which I will do in a moment, but I just want to see first if we've got the golden trash can. So I'm going to have a little dig through Rotten Greg's bath and see what we've got. This was a terrible idea. I've got Rotten Greg yolk all over my fingers. That is nasty. Oh, I feel so much better now, though. I think I'm just gonna wash up. And then we might have to look through the dumpster to see if we had a little golden trash can in his mouth. Alright guys, I'm not gonna lie to you, that turned into a very messy experience in the end, trying to clean out old Rotten Greg's guts. The good thing is though, that when I was doing the bath bomb, that they've provided you in his little garbage bin here, that you can do that. You can have him on top and all the mess stays in there, which is really great. It only became a problem when I picked it up and I wanted to dig it out because I got impatient. But yeah, otherwise this is really great at containing the mess. Still might be a good idea to either do it outside or somewhere near a sink. Now, I didn't want to ruin it. I was hoping we could discover it together. There was something inside Rotten Greg. It wasn't the golden trash can, but we did find this little thing in there. So this little thing kind of looks like a gross little jar. It looks like there's a tongue poking out there, and those might be eyes just pressing the lid up. Creepy little gross jar, or maybe a bin of some kind there. Now, if we refer back to our instructions, the fun is not over yet. We've seen him bath, we've pulled out the chunks, we've found our little surprise on the inside, but there's still one more thing we can do here. So we've washed out the excess bath as suggested, but now we've got step 4. It says to insert guts, put your finger in my mouth and push from the back to flip me inside out, place my guts in the middle and flip me back. And that's the stuff and squeeze my guts. Alright, so let's do that. So it said push your finger, so we got to turn you inside out. Are you okay with that, Rotten Greg? Oh, it couldn't be any worse than the barf I just did. Alright, well let's do this. So we've got ourselves an inside-out Rotten Greg there. He actually almost looks like a normal egg, just with a few bumpy bits on the side. So let's now grab this. So this must be his guts in this little squishy ball here. Ooh, look at it all sparkly. That is quite fun. So let's open this up. Ooh, that. Oh, that feels gross. Woo! And now it says, yeah, so we have to pop that there, and we kind of flip him back. Ah, and there we go. Now he's got his guts inside him. That is so cool. Blah, blah. Oh, hello. There's something floating around in there. What do we got? Oh, they're like little bugs. He's got little bugs floating around in his guts. That is fantastic. Blah, blah, blah. Was there one more step, or did we just do it? Let's have a look. Squeeze me to see yesterday's lunch. Well, that's what we're seeing inside. Looks like Rotten Greg got into the jar of ants or spiders or something. Blah, blah. He's so animated when he's got that in there. Check out the little sparkles floating around. Blah. And then if you want to have a closer look at the little bugs inside him, there they are there. Ew, gross. Blah, 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 blah. He is great fun. I'm very happy to get Rotten Greg as my first Garbage Guts. It was fun to watch him bath and fun to find the little surprise, the gross little jar that was on the inside of him there. And we've also got this cool little squeeze bottle, the hot sauce bottle with the spider on the back. That was great fun. And yeah, the container they come in is really cool because, I mean, it's practical. You can use it to melt the bath into, but then afterwards, you can store your Garbage Guts in there too. In he goes. Blah, 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 blah. Pop you in there, Rotten Greg. And we'll see you later. No, I think he's got to stay out. All right, guys, so that was our first Garbage Guts unboxing video. I hope you had fun. I certainly did. I learned a thing or two about Garbage Guts. We got to see them bath. We got to find our treat inside. And, of course, now we can squeeze him to see yesterday's lunch. Blah, blah, blah. Hey, come back because we've got more. We've got 7 more Garbage Guts to unbox next time. Let's look forward to that. And we've still got to find the golden trash can. Oh! Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe to see more Garbage Guts action. I'll see you next time for another Garbage Guts unboxing.
Rotten Greg is watching you.